This is a serious question. And I'll read it first, then we'll talk about it. It's about a person that has a dog that stares down a child. And she asks about this. She says, "Hi, Cindy, I have a 7.5-year-old spayed Siberian Husky female. She's obedient, well-mannered dog. She has had reward-based training with clear expectations since puppyhood. She has a CGC title. The problem is she gives my toddler a hard stare and even growls at her at times. My solution has been separation. Now the dog tolerates and accepts and enjoys interacting with children who know boundaries. My question is, do you recommend counter conditioning or any technique to help her learn to like my toddler? It's a bad deal happening. Or do you think I should continue separating for the next couple of years? I'm capable of managing the issue, and if management is the only possibility, I will purchase an outdoor kennel and make a separate living arrangement for the dog. The dog is very sweet to adults, but her body language and growling is enough to where I feel she possesses a bite risk to my toddler, and she does. I will guarantee you 100% that she does. This is a bad situation. I will start this by saying, if you think that you have a dog that acts anywhere near this, you need to keep that dog away from your kid. And to expect small children to know their boundaries, that's not a good idea. It's a really crazy idea, because how often did what is a little kid? To me, dogs and kids, I don't put a lot of emphasis on a child being able to really understand how to deal with a 7.5-year-old dog, probably until they're 9 or 10 years old. They only need one mistake. If you go to my website, and we'll put the URL on the screen right now, it's leerburg.com/dogbites.htm. You're going to see some nasty looking pictures there. These are not pictures that I go and collect off the internet. These are pictures that people send me, and they ask me to put them on the website, and they explain the circumstances of how these dog bites take place. And you're going to see some nasty looking pictures, so there's a warning that should go with those photographs. But basically, what we're saying here is that a dog can flip a switch so quickly. You get a dog that's staring and growling at a small child, yeah, it's giving it a warning, but children, toddlers, they can't read that warning. They don't understand what a hard stare is. They don't even understand what growling means until after they get bit, and then you really have a problem, and it's a long-term problem. This lady should do what she's saying about doing. Take this dog, put it in an outside dog run. The only time it's around that child is when it's on leash and they're in there with it. It's just terrible. Go on the internet. If you're a person that has this kind of a problem or a question about your dog or one of your family members' dogs, tell them to go to dogbites.htm. Go on Google and search dogs that kill children, because it can happen so darn quick that you're not quick enough to stop it sometimes. So it's one of my pet peeves when I see these YouTube videos where people are treating these dogs like fur babies. I hate that sound. I hate that term. They're not fur babies, they're dogs. But when they have these dogs that they allow to be in and around little bitty babies, it's crazy. I'll say this, not every dog is like that. Not every dog do you have to absolutely keep away from small children. I mean, my dogs that we have, one that's 13 years old, I know I could put her with little kids. Our 8-year-old Shih Tzu, I know that I could put her around little kids, because as she gets sick of them, she's going to walk away from them. She's not going to aggress into the kids. I have a little Chihuahua. Again, she's only 1.5 years old. She's not going to get around little kids. So there's a whole group of people that are like that. Not people, There should be people like that. There's a whole group of dogs that fall into that category. But there are also a lot of group of dogs that fall into this category too. And the best advice is err on the side of caution. So in closing, if you have a dog that you think has this style of behavioral problems, what I would do is point you to the online course that I just produced that has several hundred short online videos in it, titled Dealing with Dominant and Aggressive Dogs. It's really good. We sell a lot of them, and we get excellent feedback. I would also recommend, if you're new to Leerburg, go to the free course that I have produced, Cindy and I produced, on how we manage the dogs that live in our home. It's a free course. And for those people that have never bought a course from us before, when you sign up for that course, you're going to get a coupon that gives you 10% off of your first purchase of an online course. Take advantage of it, because there's a lot of good information here. There's information, if you're dealing with a dog with this kind of behavioral problem, you need that information. And if you think you don't, go to leerburg.com/dogbites.htm and look at the photos that people have sent me of their children that have been bit by the family dog because they made mistakes in how they manage and live with their dogs. So good luck.